welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Right, I want to finish off that conversation with Blackwall.
I'm here.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I expected more men, better equipment. You may have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Brute force is not always the answer. There are plenty of other paths to victory.
True enough. Still, it never hurts to be prepared. One thing I will say about your men, they're passionate, devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation, and you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
Okay, let's ask all about all these. We'll start with what about our cause?
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day. That man knows all there is to know about everything.
What do you think about all this trouble between the Mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. How many of us actually saw it coming? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world though, isn't it? Holy ground turned into a battlefield. Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
What do you think of my advisors?
Liliana seems nice. Also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
Does Liliana frighten you? Has she said anything to you?
No, she hasn't said anything. I'd just rather not offend her. I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned. Taught him the game last night. He turned around and beat me at it. Lost everything. Had to walk back to my quarters with only a bucket for my bits.
Okay, so
We should return to our duties.
As you wish.
I haven't finished the
You are,
conversation
after all,
because
in charge.
we haven't actually spoken about him yet.
Visitor?
So let's talk about you.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher, then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you join the wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
We've got loads to talk about.
Something
I don't
on
know.
your mind?
I don't know. Okay, no, we got to come back and
Nothing
speak.
right now.
There's like
Perhaps
loads
in
of
the
different options, but obviously we're gonna have to keep coming back. Right, what quest are we gonna do? Because we've got a few quests. Journal. I did say there's a couple of quests I want to do. Memories of the Grey, Captain of Charges, Friend of Jenny, Seeing Red. This one, the Imperial Enchanter. Use the world map to attend the salon. Let's do it. World map. Where's this salon? Over here. Vivian de Fer, the first enchanter of Montesimard, has extended an invitation to assault at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Gislain. Let's do it. I'm going to take Blackwall, Cassandra, Solace. See, I'd read these, but the loading screen doesn't last long. I'll probably find them in the codex.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Okay, just look at that one.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I don't care. Kill him. I don't care, yeah. I don't care.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doggerel. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
We can recruit her. Let's investigate first.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Okay.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
Okay.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Okay.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Welcome aboard. We can't. I think. Yeah, that'd be the same answers for them anyway. So let's recruit her.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
So you've now recruited somebody else. That's good. I don't know if we can actually use her, or if she's just someone who's going to be part of the war party. Well, they're part of the war council. I don't think she'll be part of our actual party, though. Be good if she is, because she's quite powerful. You could use her as a mage, but I don't think she will be doing that. I'm not sure. I don't remember her being part of the party. Can we speak to her? Anything different?
Greetings.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing at the moment.
Enough for now.
Another time, then.
Right, where's she going to be then? Check the map. Is she going to be here? Solus, Liliana, Varric, Josephine, Vivian. So she's there. Let's go and speak to her. Let's go and speak to her, and then we'll go into the next quest. Can speak to Josephine first. Not Liliana, sorry.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
That's it for now.
I'll leave you to your work.
There's Vivian.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
The Circle had plenty of problems, but it's an institution we sorely need.
I wish more people understood the truth of this. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Yeah, we'll pick this one.
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
No, I want to talk to you more, see what happens. See what you can come up
Yes?
with. I want to find out more about you. I want to help the Circle. Tell me about the Circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarans or men. I have known some who are impossible to endure and some who are utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royaux. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear, and an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Okay.
If you lead all the Loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the Circles are restored, that will change.
What was it like to live in a Circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every Circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of Circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
So tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive. Perhaps too permissive, in retrospect.
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, so let's see. Any chance we might... Oh, tell me about yourself first.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Okay. She married a duke, okay.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
How very sweet of you to ask, but no.
I like her, she's straight to the point. No.
Child is a blessing upon his parents.
Yeah, she's not one to be trifled with, that one. She's not one to be messed... We're not going to mess with her. She will probably kill us. Very powerful. Right, so seeing red, that's a quest I've not even started, really. So I got search supermarket, search in the cafe, search by the dock. Things that are red. Meet Iron Bull at the Storm Coast. I might go and do that actually. Now you know what, let's go and do Red Jenny. Yeah, let's go into this one and then we'll do the next quest. So we've got a few of these. Friend of Red Jenny by the dock. And search by the cafe. Travel here. Oh, she can be a... Okay, so she can be one. So I'm taking her. Blackwall, Cassandra, and Vivian. That's what magic we're going to have her with. I could actually have 2 mages and 2 soldiers, but it means I'd have to get rid of either Cassandra or Blackwall. I'm not sure how I actually want to do my party at the moment. Oh, it's okay. It's going to be... Maybe I'll mix it up each time. Yeah, maybe each time we fast travel somewhere, we'll mix it up. Like every time we go to a different location, we'll have a different party. Because I want to take both mages as well. I think that'd be interesting. Before I do anything, let me level her up because she's definitely going to have some levels. No points. Only 1 point. Oh, 8 points. Okay, what you got? Barrier. Frost. Maybe we use Frost on you because you haven't actually... We haven't actually got the Frost, have we? Winter's Grasp. Winter Stillness. Mana Surge. No. Ice Mine, Wall of Ice, Ice Armor, Blizzard. There we go, that's everything. I've basically just gone off that for her winter. Inferno, Storm, she's got all winter stuff. That's pretty cool. Right, so there's one round here somewhere at the cafe. Red, something red. There it is, that down there. How come I can't get it? Search by the dock, search in the cafe, search the upper market. I think I gotta go up there though, haven't I? Okay, we'll go this way. Cafe and dock. I'll examine that, I think. So, this is run by the dock. Something red. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, it is there. It's not letting me actually search it though. I'll get it. Oh, okay. I have to do that. Favours for friends. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Okay, so let's get back to that one and do the same thing we just did. I was wondering why it wasn't letting me pick it up. I was going to say that's really strange. So we got search in the cafe, which is down here. Upper market is up there somewhere. So basically let's go look for the same item we've just found. And then it's Red Jenny. I think she's going to be someone we can actually... I'm sure I remember. I'm sure... Is she a, I don't know if she's a dwarf or not. I'm not sure. Favours for friends. A different simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Keris. All those who asked about Harold and deferred passage could not stay to see them exit. So now we have to search the upper market, which... I think we can go through this door here. Can we? Nope, it's not this one. There's a door somewhere I can go through. Oh, it's this here, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so I need to go above, change floor. This one here. It's over here. Favours for friends, a scrap of parchment hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script. Herald, go at time, praise Adraste. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and a key to a location on the world map. That's exactly what we're going to be doing right now. So back, quest, I need to give world map, which is here. Secluded courtyard. Let's find out who this new character is that we're going to be meeting. I'm like trying to remember her. I vaguely do. I don't think I'm picturing the right character though. It's been such a long time since I played this. I'm really trying to remember it. It's just probably a good thing I haven't actually played it for a really long time because it's all kind of still new to me. Here we go. Fend off the guards. Oh, easy. Hello, you're gonna die.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Where you going? Come back. Don't run off. We've got enough warriors to kill him. Think of what's going to happen when we have the 2 mages fighting together. And that will happen at some point. I don't know what... Any more guards? I don't know what video this is going to be or when, but it'll be pretty cool. Fend off the guards. There's no more guards? I can't see any more. Open. Oh, they're in here. Let's kill these.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me?
That's him.
It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Okay, I don't recognise it.
What?
What is that?
Oh, I recognise her now, yeah. An elf.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk and then you're just person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Sure, why not? I glow. What's going on?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Okay, so we're gonna have yeah, an archer. That's cool. Yeah, I don't want to have them all the same. That's why I've gone with Vivian as different. I'm gonna have her different to Varric. I need to build Cassandra and Blackwall differently as well, don't I?
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, 2. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition is almost an army now. Can you add to it?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got generals and oath belchers. And sure, you have soldiers. Like the dead guys protecting that other dead guy. All those helmets, and what gave them up? Some drunk gets a key lifted because someone else is pissed about bills. So no, I'm not Captain Swordface, or Marchy. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Let's investigate.
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Sounds petty and criminal.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad?
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
You said that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
Why would we say no? We would need more people. She leaves forever. No, we want more characters. She's joining.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
We shall see if it's grand. We're going to join her though in a sec. Let's... So, Solace, Vivian, Blackwall, Cassandra, Rogue. That's what they are. Varric and Sarah both rogues. I'll just go with all rogues. Alright, let's sort her character out. Make sure we've got her leveled up. 7 for her. Double daggers. No, she's an archer. Yeah, that's exactly what she is. She's an archer. I might switch him for daggers, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Right, I do want to fast travel again. And I want to go back. Can I head back? Oh, we can just go through there, yeah. Let's just go through here, world map. And we're going to go back to Haven so we can speak to her. And that'll be it, pretty much. Tagan's notes are in this quest. I don't know where they're going to be. I could see if we can do that quest. Right, where exactly is she? She's not out here, is she? Let's have a look on the map. Where is Cullen, Cassandra? Tegan's notes are over there. I have to fill the requisition, which I'm still doing. I do want to go into that logging stand. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I need over there, don't I? I need to go over there at some point. Maybe I've got time to do it. I'm not sure. Solas, Sarah, yeah, she's there. Let's go and speak to her. We always spoke to Vivian. Vivian's very powerful and she's not to be messed with. Let's see what sort of conversation we can have with Sarah. Is she this way? And there's Varric. Do what Varric wants. Just chilling. She's going to be in... Of course she's in the bar.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, God.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, All Chosen Lord Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Not even. Get to work, Herald. I'm gonna go kick someone out of a bed.
The way he smiles when he says it, it's so creepy. I'm glad you're going to stay. Mate, just... Oh, God.
Chasing the Lord's
These
secret,
NPCs.
Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
You don't fit the Inquisition. Off you go, love. I need a lock picked. Yeah.
I was wondering if you could look at some locks for me.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them?
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Whatever floats you. Consider them open, yeah?
Oh, she's class.
Chasing
You're
me?
perfect
That's
for the
a
Inquisition.
job.
She's unlocked them for
Pissed
us.
off helm polisher. Not
Oh,
too
good.
late to go find some. Or stay home.
We're going to have a look at them in a bit. Let's investigate.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
Solas.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her, too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen? I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Okay.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
What else can we talk about?
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
Tell me about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
So who decides who deserves it? You? By what authority?
Look, Dukey cuts a stable boy's finger off for snagging a biscuit. He's eating an arrow for tea. Deserves it. Most times, it's just fun. And embarrassed, the same as dead for some. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shite at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
I suppose. Does it matter?
Wouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, there wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
Ah, that's cool.
Seems like there's no way the people who contribute could even know what they're helping with.
Don't need to. Maybe some ask for a target, a note like. But maybe they plant something just to help mess with things. I did something and something happened. That's a wish for some people. Probably not heralds. Anyway, sometimes I don't even do anything and people think I did, because something happened anyway. That's good too. Free payday. And free blame right. But whatever.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
She's learned about her friends, about her.
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Your skill. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence? Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
There are no connections you want to mention at all?
Nope. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot and whine more. Like that Solus, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
Alright. She doesn't seem to like any of us, really. She's helping us because I think she knows she has to. There's no better way for us to... for her and her friends to survive. It's kind of like choosing the lesser of evils, and we are the lesser of evils for her. Let's go and find this... No, what have we got? Chance. Oh, there's a building down here. What the heck? Where is it? It's up here. These. Examine. Turn the notes to add-on. Okay. You know, while we're here in this vicinity, let's go and grab that. Here we go. Claim login stand. Boom. There we go. And I think we've done that, so we can head back now. Let's go and hand these into the requisition. So that's another quest done, which is kind of what I wanted to do, but I'm doing it earlier than I wanted. I was going to actually do them in the next video, but we might as well do it now out the way. So we've got 2 quests to hand in right round here. This one first.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, hang on. No, I don't need to speak to you. Sorry, don't need to speak to you, I just gotta do this. Aha! Inquisition weapons, done. Okay, there we go, done. So that's one quest done. Now we've got another quest, which was... War room. Let's go and give him the notes. It's right here, and then I can go to the war room. Turn the notes to add-on. Well, once I've done this, I'll finish, and in the next video, we'll probably go meet our next companion. And then maybe we'll advance the story. There's Solace.
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
Okay, you're a bit cranky, how are things? No, that's fine.
Farewell.
I wonder what potions we can make. Upgrade. Potions, tonics, grenades. I've got none yet. Tonics, unknown. Potions though. Lyrium increases magic. I don't want that. That's what I need. I haven't got enough yet. Regeneration. We need more. Okay, we need to keep collecting items. But we have just done 2 quests and we've managed to recruit 2 characters as well, which is really cool because we're now starting to look a little full. I think we only have 1 more person to recruit. I think. I'm not 100% certain, but we'll do that in the next video maybe. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.